Good morning, everyone. Today is Friday, August 22nd, and today we will cover the trades for YieldMax funds. TSLY, CONY, NVDY, MSTY, SMCI, PLTY, and HOOY. That's right. HOOY is added today and going forward. Okay. Yep. And of course, ULTY and SLTY. You can't forget about them. But, you know, just little bit of coverage. All right. Thank you for confirming the sound, brother AB. If you're on X, please confirm the sound as well. And let's get to it. Let's look at Bitcoin. How you doing, Bitcoin? You're just red. I see red wine. It's yeah, maybe we'll go up, maybe we won't. I don't know. What do you guys think? But you know, just waiting, and we'll see how things go. All right, let's get to the trades. Enough of the yip yap. So what did MSTY do? All right, what did MSTY do yesterday? Well, not much, thankfully. So pretty easy day for me. Buy to close put. So sell call. What are they doing? They're closing part of their 390 synthetic. Because why? Well, because money left the fund. So they have to close out some of the synthetic position. And then they closed here part of one of the covered calls, paid 59 cents. So that was an overall profit. So yeah, we'll take a look in the file and then we'll go from there. All right, again, we got 5 synthetics, right? 5 that just chilling. They're going to expire soon. 390. This is the one they touched yesterday, right? They closed out. Where is it? 1,000 contracts, and it cost them about 5.3 million in order to close that because MSTR price is where 337. Very far away. So that's why it costs money to close out, and it is what it is. Again, when people sell out of the fund, they have to close out synthetic contracts. When people buy into the fund, obviously that's when you see they add to synthetic contracts. However, it's usually unlikely that people sell out of MSTY, which is why we're not really used to it. But anyway, what happened yesterday? Let's check it out. How did MSTR do? Well, not good. MSTR went down 1.97%. It's been an overall crappy few weeks, I'd say. But MSTY went down pretty much with it, 1.77%, because as you know, a lot of it was uncapped, so close to one-to-one movement with the underlying. All right, so what else happened? Again, they closed out the synthetic, and then they closed out some shares. All right, here they are, 3,320. Again, you got to double check sometimes. You can't trust yourself. There it is, 3,320. They paid 59 cents to close this position, but they got 266 credit when they opened it. So this is an overall profit of 687,000 on this trade. So again, we'll take it, man. Although we're red, yeah, we're red, but we're winning our covered call trades. So we're making premium in the process. 30-day IV, let me update this. Yuck, it went down to 54.19%. But the good news is, if you look on the top here, this is the 7-day forward IV. 71%. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So we'll see if we can utilize that today for next week's trades, right? Sell some cover calls, nice out of the money gap, right? Capture some upside in the process. We'll see. All right, so here's the outstanding shares, decrease of 650,000. All right, so here's the recap. Are you ready? MSTY price is what? 1669. MSTR price 337.58. We went through the IVs. We won't do that again. Outstanding shares 288 mil. Total net income 102 mil. Total distribution 36 cents. Daily income 2 cents. Daily yield 0.1%. And if you annualize that sucker, 35%. Okay. Now let's compare the other MSTR suckers. All right, because again, we got a lot of funds that trade on MSTR. Who are they? Well, first let's look at MSTR. It's Again, down. They went down 1.97. We know MSTY went down 1.77. Okay. What about winter? Inverse fund. It went up. Good. It went up 1.36%. Kind of as expected, right? Now, how's IMST doing? They actually did pretty good because they only went down 1.68%. Look at you. Look at you, buddy. All right. Then MST, they went down 3.71%. MS2 went down 2.42%. And then, last but not least, MSTW, they went down 2.72%. Again, these last three, they have a little bit of leverage. So that's why they always go down more or up more. But IMST is the winner for the day. So as we say, congratulations. All right. Reaction, I don't know. I don't even know what to put here anymore. But this is what I want. I want boom. I want rockets. I want to go up, right? There's some kind of news today. Jay Powell speaking. I don't freaking know. What's going to happen? Usually when he speaks, the market tanks. So, but I'm going to be optimistic here. Let's hope for a rocket launch here, okay? But I feel like he just talks way too often, and it's never a good thing. But maybe today is. Maybe today is the day. Today's today. All right, Group D. By the way, yeah, they declare next week, 5 days away on August 27th. What are they going to pay? I don't know, but we can go here and look. All right, synthetic income, 50 mil. Dropped a little, right, because of yesterday's thing. And then weekly income, 102 mil. Total net income, $152 million, which comes to about 53 cents per share. Okay, great. Wonderful. Now, Rotomator. We got many options here. Based on the weeklies, Rotomator says you'd get 36 cents, which is a 28% yield. Okay, yuck. Let's pass on that one. Let's go to the extrinsic income, 84 cents, 65% yield. This is likely. This is more likely. Again, we want $1, but it's either going to be $1 or, in the high change, 80, 90 cent range. That's, but we don't know. Again, we don't know. We still have today. We'll see what we make in income today. Total net income, 53 cents per share, 41% yield. And then we look at the IVs, 70 cents on the 30, 54% yield, 7-day IV, 92 cents, 72% yield. And then we go to gains. Again, this is just based on price movement. And as you know, the price has gone down, 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 right? So there are no gains, bro. There are no freaking gains. Anyway, let's go to the MSTY holdings and ew. MSTR been taking a beating, man. They're at 337. Oh, these are freaking gold diggers as far as I'm concerned. She take my money when I'm in need. So, yeah, man, these are gold diggers. Why? Because there's puts. These are puts we got to pay to close at some point. What are they going to cost us? A lot of money. A lot of money. And since they're pink, they're the lady, and they're taking our money, right? They are gold diggers, as they say. All right, whatever. Let's move on to the covered calls. What are we doing? What is happening? All right, well, again, everything that's open here expires today. All right, so the lowest strike is 345. It's 2.2% out of the money. Okay. The highest strike is 355, 5% of the money. Are we safe? I don't know. But the pre-market is up 0.56%, which means nothing. But again, if there's some big announcement today, who the heck knows? This is going to jump up, maybe jump down. I don't know. I guess we got to keep an eye out for that. But we shall see. All right. So what's the value of this fund? Well, it's not $5 billion. It is $4.8 billion. The NAV is 1669. Trade price, same. All right, synthetic, we know that's in the negative crapper. So let's look at the contracts. We have 142,615 covered calls. They're selling calls on 40% of the position. So we have 60% uncapped duda. What does that mean? 60% will essentially move 1 for 1 on what the underlying MSTR will move. Obviously, plus or minus a little variance. And then they got the 40%. Yes, covered calls, but we'll see. We'll see how they go. What's the perfect scenario? I don't know, man. When you got 60% uncapped, I'm all for freaking flying to the moon today. I don't really give a damn, right? and then we'll deal with it from there. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. IMST, well, they were updated. Let's hit refresh and see what happens. Wow, I made that worse. Whoops. Okay, IMST, they're way out of the money, guys. They're going to win their covered calls. But they expire actually next month, so, they got time. MS2, okay, you don't want to work either? Screw you, okay? MST, again, we don't update MST until the weekend, and then MSTW, not really much change there. So, yeah, not much coverage we can talk about on those. All right, so let's move on to the other suckers, all right? The other suckers. We're starting with your boy, T to the S to the L to the Y. I'm thinking about doing a vote on what order you want me to do these other suckers in, right? Because a lot of people do hate TSLY. So maybe they get pissed off if I do TSLY first. So maybe they want me to do HOOY first, right? HOOY or PLTY. I don't know. Should we do a vote? You guys let me know. All right. What do we got here? What do you do? What do you say? All right. TSLY buy to close, 17 cents. Win. Buy to close, 15 cents. Win. By the close, you get the drift here. They won their trades, all right? They won their freaking trades. They opened new trades for next week. They made about $4.3 million yesterday. So, yeah. All right, so let's go take a look at the file and see how you doing. All right, so yesterday, Tesla went down. It went down 1.82%, and TSLY went down more? Only 0.01% more, but man, ew. I don't know, man. That's yucky to do. But whatever. Let's take a look at the synthetic position. And it's doing well because they got a 290 and a 295. And Tesla sits at 320. So as much as we think Tesla's been on the downward, Tesla's at 320. Look at these synthetics, 290, 295. So they weren't it wasn't that long ago that they were at that price, right? So now let's look at the pre-market too before we look into some of this action. All right. Oh, look at that. Tesla is up 0.6%. Okay. Keeping that in mind, let's go look at the covered calls that expire today. Only one stinking contract, right? Well, 3,000 contracts technically. One stinking strike. It's a 337.50, 5.43% out of the money. Is this safe? Probably. But again, who the hell knows? Apparently, this news coming out. But does anyone know that's listening? We got 230 of you on X and YouTube. By the way, thank you for being here. What time is this announcement or whatever? What is happening today? Or maybe let's start with that, right? Jay Powell speaking about this, that, the other thing. Going to talk about rate cuts or lack thereof. Anyone know? Bunch of geniuses in here. Come on. All right, so again, we got trades for next week. We'll talk about them tomorrow, though, all right? Let's go down to the bottom here. What's the assets under management for TSLY? It's about $1 billion. The NAV is 756, the trade price, same. Okay, Powell speaking at 10 a.m. Okay, nice and early, that's good. Trump speaking at 12 p.m. Okay. He will probably only hint at a cut or a hike. Imagine they hike it. They hike the rates. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Well, whatever. It is what it is, man. Nothing we could do. All right. Synthetic. What do we got? We got 103 mil. That comes to 72 cents per share. Pretty good. All right. Let's check out the IVs. The IV on Tesla, 30 days, 45. 7-day, nice, 58%. IV's looking better, baby. Maybe it's because of today's action, but we'll see. IV estimate based on that, 26 to 34 cents. They don't really have an income estimate. They're actually in the negative, and they declare soon, 12 days away, all right, September 3rd. So we're looking at a pretty low distribution unless they cash in this bad boy out, right? Although, as we know, they don't have to cash it out, so it's not even that much. It's 72 cents per share. So what are we looking at yield-wise for TSLY? Probably 50%. 50%. Take it or leave it, bro. All right. Who else is yielding you 50%? I mean, come on, man. All right, NVDY. You're gonna do this to me, NVDY? Really? How many times do I have to refresh this damn spreadsheet? Maybe there's just too much information. Maybe we should just call it quits. All right. Anyway, did they have trades? I'm sure they did. I'm sure everyone did. Again, it's a busy Friday, but at least I started on time today. All right. By the way, if you enjoy this content, that's right. I'm asking you now. If you enjoy this content, please hit the thumbs up button. All right. Whether it's on here, YouTube, or X, X got the heart, YouTube got the thumbs up. That you just hit that. Oh, yeah. And then you type a comment. Oh, yeah. And then you share it. Right. If you're on X, you can hit repost, reshare, quote, reshare, and say, yeah. And then people know they can watch this. But anyway, let's get back to it. What did NVDY do yesterday? Buy to close 9 cents, buy to close 10 cents. All right. So they closed out some trades. They opened new ones for next week. They made about $5.9 million. So I will take it. You know what? Just give me one of those million and I'll be good. All right. I'll leave everyone alone. All right. So anyway, let's go to the NVIDIA file since it's actually working. And NVIDIA yesterday, they went down 0.24%. NVIDIA went down 0.18%. So, okay. It's a so-so day, nice and boring, right? Lame-o. How's their synthetic doing? Well, it's doing okay. It's a 165 and a 170. Both expire next month. And NVIDIA sits at 174. Is that good? That's fine. That's good. Leave it alone. All right. Now, look at all this red. What in tarnation? What are they doing? Well, they open trades all for next week. Every single trade is for next week. We got nothing expiring today. Okay. So they said, you know what? I'm taking the day off. NVIDIA fund manager, he's already at the beach. He's ready. He's surfing. He's just chilling, man. He's having fun. No reason to do any trades. They're done. They're good. But what do they got? Do we care? Well, I guess we do. We'll talk about it. 2, 4, and 5% out of the money. No, not much wiggle room at all. But we'll see how today goes. The value of the NVIDIA fund, 1.8 bill. The NAV, 1650. The trade price about the same. Synthetic on paper is worth 87 million, which is 78 cents per share. All right, let's take a look at the IVs. The IVs sit at, the 30 days, 45, 7 days higher as well, 50%. So you're looking at 57 to 64% distribution. All right. Can't talk already. That's good. Group B declares in 19 days. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right. Up next, your boy. That's right. What did you do to your call? Yeah, they had trades. Yeah, they did. Oh, boy. Here we go. What do we got? Oh, my goodness. Buy to close 15 cents. Buy to close 10 cents. All right. They won their trades. All right. They won all of their trades. That's good. And they made $3.9 million in the process. Because, again, they opened cover call trades for next week. That's why you're getting all these green little credits here. All right. Options premium, boy. All right. So that's good stuff. Now let's go take a look at the file and see how we doing. All right. How we doing? Well, let's see. Coin, they went down. They went down yesterday, 1.37%. But CONY went down 6.58%. Oh my God. What happened? Ex-dividend date happened. That's what happens, right? After all, they have to pay us. The money comes from somewhere. So there you go. It drops on ex-dividend date. It's in motion. It should be in your account. Actually, it should be in your account if you own CONY. It depends on the brokerage, of course. So happy payment day, Coneheads. All right. Anyway, let's go take a look at the synthetic and then we'll talk about it. All right. What do we got? We got a synthetic 320 and another synthetic 320. Both expire in a month or two, right? One expires next month. The other expires the following month. So we'll just keep an eye out for that. Borderline gold diggers. Maybe we're singing soon. Who knows? All right. So what about trades? Oh, I didn't highlight these buy calls green. You got to highlight the buy calls green, right? Color code so we know what we're looking at. Right? Does that make it easier for you guys? See? Make it nice and pretty. What do you think? What do you think? Yeah? Yeah? Anyway, the black font, what is that? These expire today. Okay. So let's focus on the black font. Red font is next week. We don't care about that. We're going to talk about that tomorrow's video, right? We got enough to talk about in this video. All right, we got two strikes, 317.50 and a 330. 5% out of the money and 9% out of the money. Is that safe? Well, it seems okay, right? I don't know. We could take a look at coin in the pre-market. Coinbase, your favorite app, right? How you doing? Well, they're up 0.44%. So they're barely moving. You know, nothing really freaking going on. Lame-o morning, I guess, till 10 a.m. until Powell says, wah, 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 right? That's all he's gonna say. Anyway, let's go down here. The value of the CONY fund sits at what? 1.3 bill. That's cool, right? That's cool. The NAV 669. The trade price same. Synthetic on paper, no, negative. Prognosis negative. All right, 30-day IV 54%. 7-day IV nice, higher 67%. IV estimate, again, they just declared, but the estimate is at what? 28.35 cents. Income estimate will be updated tomorrow, and they declare in 26 days. Okay, we're done. CONY heads. Now we go on to the SMCI suckers. So yeah. All right. Let's see. Did everyone reshare this video and tell your friends? All right. Or do your friends not give a crap about investing? That's typically the case, right? Nobody cares, right? I got a guy. All right. Buy calls, sell put. What are you doing? Well, they're adding to the synthetic. That's fine. Buy to close 2 cents. That's fine. 3. Okay. Win. They won. Winning day. They made 1.1 mil in the process. All right. Very, very easy day. Easy day in the office. Now, how did SMCI do yesterday? That is the question. Ready? They went down. Yay. They went down 0.71%. SMCY went down, but not as much. They went down 0.5%. So let's go take a look at their synthetic. Again, this 60 is a killer. It's killing us. SMCI sits at $42. We have a $60 synthetic. It expires on 9/19. We also have a 45 synthetic expiring on 9/19, but at least that's possible to make some money on. The 60 is very, very, very hard. All right, let's look at the covered calls that expire today. And guess what? There are zero covered calls that expire today. These all expire next week. They are 3 to 6% out of the money. So we'll keep an eye on that, see how today goes. The value of the fund is 319 mil. The NAV, the NAV is 15.98. Trade price 16. Synthetics, then negative, so no need to talk about that. IV is looking pretty sweet. 30-day IV, 57%. 7-day forward IV, 72%. So, boom, I like that. IV estimate sits 71 to 90 cents. They're part of Group D, and guess what, guys? They declare next week. So Sunday morning, I'll guess what the heck they're going to pay. Could it be the income estimate of $1.91? Could it be the IV estimate of 71 to 90 cents? Could it be $1 flat? I don't know. Neither do you. No one knows, right? Except YieldMax on Monday, right? And then we pretend like we know. We're like, yeah, I guess I know everything. All right, but anyway, who cares? Whatever. They'll declare in 5 days. All right, that's what matters. Anyway, let's go to PLTY. All right, where's PLTY at, by the way? Right? Where's P in the alphabet? There it is. There's P. Oh my goodness. Lots of PP there. All right, buy to close. How you doing? 844. What the hell? They had a 152.50. That got blown through, bro. So they lost that trade. Ouchie. All right, any others? That's it. All right, so they actually made money yesterday overall, opening new positions. Into next week, they made about 743,000. So we'll take it. We'll take it, bro. All right, let's go. Let's see how Palantir performed yesterday. They barely moved, man. They went up 0.11%. All right. And PLTY went up 0.18%. Is that good? Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it, bro. I'll take it. You don't want that? Fine. Get out. Anyway, how's their synthetic doing? It's doing good. It's a 140. It expires next month. And Palantir sits at 156. So, yeah, that thing is making some money. Money. Now, what about the covered calls? All right. In black font, only one strike. Only one little position, right? 700 contracts with a 162.50, 4% out of the money. Is this safe? I don't know, bro. Look at next week, though. We're already in the freaking money. In the freaking money. So if Palantir goes up today, they're probably rolling this sucker, taking a hit, right? With the credit call spread, all that jazz. I don't know. We'll check it out. We'll see what's going on. But we might as well check the pre-market, right? PLTR, Palantir Technologies. Come on, man. What do we got? Oh, they're red. They're red in the pre-market. They are down 0.51% as of 6:25 a.m. Is that good? And whatever. Anyway, what's the value of this fund? 569 mil. Okay, whatever. What's the NAV? 59.74. Trade price 59.82. Wow, 8-cent gap. Look at that. All right, synthetic is worth $62 million, by the way, or $6.54 per share. Oh, look at this sweetness. 30-day IV, 53%. But guess what? 7-day forward IV, 93%. That's what I'm talking about. Now, this is an IV. This is a real IV. This is a man's IV, right? Show me the damn money. Look at the IV estimate, anywhere from 247 to 428. Income estimate, 53 cents. Is that even accurate? I don't know. Let's go to Group B and see if this is even pulling correctly. Oh, it is. Okay, good. Good job, buddy. Good job. All right, Group B declares when? 19 days away, September the 10th. And guess what, guys? Special welcome to HOOY. HOOY. That's right. This is it. The first true coverage of HOOY, which is a covered call ETF on Robinhood. So let's check it out. All right, here we go. Buy, call, sell, put, sell, call. Okay, whatever. They're adding to the synthetic. They're selling calls. Great. What about this? Buy to close, 16 cents. Win. We won. We won. Good day. All right, good first day, HOOY. You made some money. You made $703,000. So good job, buddy. Good job. Maybe you could stay a little longer. All right, so how did Robinhood, how they do yesterday? Well, they went up 0.9%. Whoopie freaking do, right? And then HOOY went down 5.55%. And do you know why? Because they paid you a massive distribution. All right. And yesterday was ex-dividend date. That's a why. All right. So yeah. By the way, happy payment day. If you own HOOY, you are happy today because you got bank. You got bank in your account, man. Congratulations to you. All right. Let's check out HOOY. Again, it's the first time we're really covering HOOY in full motion here. HOOY, their synthetic is a 105. And Hood sits at what? 106. So really it's at the money, whatever. It expires October 17th though. So we'll keep an eye out for that. Now, what about their covered calls? Well, if we scroll to the left, again, anything in black font expires today. So they have two strikes in blue that expire today, a 113 and a 114, 6 and 7% out of the money. I mean, that's good wiggle room for one day. So let's check Hood pre-market, and what do we got? Where'd you go? All right, they're basically flat, but they're down 0.09% in the pre-market. But I would say they're looking pretty good right now. But again, we'll see what the day brings us. The value of the fund is $236,000. I'm sorry, $236 million. The NAV is $64.29, and the trade price, damn, $64.18. Synthetic on the paper is worth 4.7 mil, which comes to about $1.29 per share. Not bad, not bad. Check out this IV. Again, another, wait. C36. Okay, all right. I was going to say, that looks rather similar. Oh, it's almost exact to Palantir's 7-day IV. All right, just double checking. All right, anyway, 30-day IV, 66%, 7-day forward IV, nearly 100%. This is why this fund is awesome, man. IV estimate sits at 327 to 472. Income estimate, yeah, I didn't update it. Let me go to the group's value. Did they? Oh, wait, yeah, I got to update that. I'll update that tomorrow because, again, they didn't fill in. This will fill in once every fund in Group C does, do some action. But yeah, Group C, they're part of Group C, obviously. They declare on, 9/17 again, 26 days away. All right. So that's the first HOOY coverage. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If not, oh well, what can we say? All right. Anyway, let's go to SLTY, ULTY. SLTY, ULTY, SLTY, ULTY. All right. So let's see what they did yesterday. Do we care? Sure. Sure. All right. Anyway, what the heck was yesterday? Where are we? Why? Okay, there we go. What is happening? I can't find anything. All right, here we go. 821 was yesterday. All right. So SLTY's on the top, alphabetical order. What do they got? What do they do? All right, in and out, Astera, Dell, they made 9,942. Again, brand new fund. We got to give it some time to play around. Let's see what ULTY did. They made some money on Bitmine, Galaxy. They made money on a lot of funds here. Wow, they made about 13 million yesterday. ULTY did on every fund. Actually, turned a profit. So that's pretty good. Good job, ULTY. Good job, buddy. All right. So now we want to see what the ULTY holdings are. Again, you just want to keep an eye on. I'm looking at one of two things, right? One, I'm looking at new funds. Two, I'm looking at this baby. Anything in green. Look at that bad boy. 122% IV on BMNR. These are the kind of funds we want in here because we can generate some serious premium. All right. Credo is almost 100, so that's cool. What else we got in here? Bunch of same old crap. Nothing too exciting. Go all the way down. What's the value of this fund? Wow. They're almost under $3 billion. They're slowing down. Maybe because people are putting their money in SLTY? I don't know. They're not putting it in MSTY. But, hey, man, we'll see. The average IV sits at 71%. So, okay. Now we'll talk about SLTY. All right, what are they holding? What are they doing? They're holding pretty much what that Bill Holdings. Bloom? I don't know, man. They got applied. Do I have the formula here for 100%? Probably. Who knows? But Mongod, Lululemon. Again, are they shorting these funds? Are they not? I don't know. We'll get into the details maybe another day. But right now, it's blah, 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 right? And the value of this fund, 3 million, 3.7 mil. So that'll grow in due time. Average IV, kind of the same as ULTY in a way, 70%. All right. That's the coverage on YieldMax funds. All of them, right? We did all of them, right? Didn't we? I think. Now we're going to talk about my options trades, whether you like it or not. And then we'll get into some Q&A, and then we'll call it a day, and we'll go to freaking work. It's Friday, at least. Good Lord, what a long week. All right, anyway, I trade 3. Again, this is a separate account where I trade options. I trade 3 funds right now, MSTY, TSLY, and TNA. And when I say I trade MSTY, yes, I do options on MSTY. MSTY does options within, and I do options on MSTY. Is it worth it? Sometimes it is. Sometimes it isn't. So here you can see I have covered calls on MSTY. They expire next week, 8/29. $18 strike and $19 strike. MSTY's at 16.69. So obviously these look to be rather safe. They are 7 and 13% out of the money. So it doesn't mean I don't want MSTY to go up. I'd rather MSTY go up and these get assigned, to be honest. But hey, you know what? If MSTY doesn't do anything, if it stays where it's at or it stays below my strikes, then fine, these will expire worthless. And then guess what? What I could do next time? I could sell more calls, right? Unfortunately, I'll be selling calls at a very low strike, though, if it stays at the range that it's at right now. So that would be a tough decision to make if I wanted to do that. All right. All right, so that's the update on MSTY. I didn't do any trades on MSTY this week. TSLL, let me see how you doing. What was yesterday? The 20. Yeah, I didn't do any trades yesterday actually at all. So the update really is on whatever expires today. So TSLL, I got calls. All right, let's pull up the pre-market. And I got to take a sip of coffee. I got up super early today, about 3:40. But I'm working on some content on Granite shares. That'll come out this weekend. I think you guys will like it. Everything takes so much damn time. All right, sorry. All right, TSLL is green. It's up 0.79%. It's at 1150. So if I look here, I have a covered call at 11. This is in the money. If I leave it be, I'm probably going to get assigned and have 100 shares called away at 11. Do I want that to happen? Nah, I'll probably roll it, honestly. We'll see. And then I got a covered call at 13. This one's safe, I'm sure. It's 13% out of the money. But that's it. That's all that expires today. And yeah, nothing crazy. Nothing new. Nothing. Oh, I put the garbage out. Thank God. And then what do we got? We got TNA Dynamite. All right. Again, today is the 22nd. What do I got? I got an 822, two of them. And I got covered calls, a $40 and a $41 strike price. Is that getting assigned? Well, not likely, because TNA is below those strike prices. TNA would have to be above those strike prices to be assigned. TNA is up in the pre-market. It's up 1.63%. It's at 38.01. So what can I do? Should I pay to close these before the 10 a.m. meeting? Right? They're 6 and 9% out of the. Is that out of the money? Is that it? Wow. Okay. That's not much. So these could be like, if we get any type of good news, this could jump. I can see this jumping. So this could be at risk, honestly. I don't know. Should I pay to close these early? Nah, it's usually not my style, but we'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. But anyway, that's the update on TNA. What else didn't I close? I did a buy to close. Sorry, on one of these. Yes, TSLL. Sorry, I did a buy to close yesterday. I had two covered calls that expired on 8/29, not this week, but next week. And since it only cost a penny or two, I closed them out. I took the profit of 91 to 95%. And the beauty of that is, guess what? Now I have 200 shares I can sell covered calls on, right? Because remember, I had everything on a covered call and I couldn't do anything. So now I close these for a penny. Why not? A penny and 2 pennies. Obviously, times 100 is $1 and $2, but you get what I'm saying. It's well worth it. Well worth it to close out those positions and play again, hopefully next week. Or maybe even today. Like if TSLL goes up today, then why not? We'll probably wait for the news, the Trump news, the Powell news, maybe all that, and then we'll talk. All right. Let's go to, well, these are the open positions. I'll try to share these, periodically if you guys are interested. Pink is in the money, but we kind of just went over these anyway. So in the end, I don't have to make any trades today because the weekly income that I generated is $257. I know that ain't much. That ain't crap. I get it. But my goal was only $224. All right. So my goal was pretty low. And again, I don't even know. This is including the second distribution on MSTY, though. So I don't know. I think I had MSTY at $1. MSTY may pay less than $1. So this goal may actually increase. So, but there's a $32 surplus this week, but there's, for the month, I have a $908 surplus. So I'm not worried at all. All right. And then, of course, I'm going to update my balance. And then, we're going to chit chat. I see C-Car guy had to go. I'll see you later, buddy. All right. So let me update the balances. Just to see what changed. Again, this pretty lame week, man. Pretty lame week. All right. So my balance, 52,852. So we got 52,852.61. Available cash, 17,241. Oh, it went down a couple dollars. Obviously $3 because I had to pay to close those trades. 17,241.11. Okay. Pending puts. That should not change actually. And it did not. Actual cash, I only hold now $641 in actual cash. Withdrawable margin, 14. Did it go up? It went up. Wow. 317.11. Tradable margin, 47,723. 47,723. Okay. So again, not much change. But yeah, ideally, I want to be in a much better actual cash position than I'm in, because the problem here is once I use this up, then we're in the margin. Okay. Then we're in the margin. And then that's it. That's the end of it, right? That's the end. So you don't want to use up all your margin. All right. Now the problem is too, which, you know, something I don't really get into too much, is if we go here, wait, is it watch list? Yeah, margin maintenance. Look at the margin maintenance on TNA, 75%. So as of, again, I don't know if this is updated. I'll probably have to check the website, but that means I can only borrow on 25% of the position. So, you know, I should probably be letting some of these shares get called away, right? Maybe go a little aggressive and let some shares get called away. That way I can open up some margin. You know, that would be wise of me. TSLL is actually more generous, right? It's a 50% margin, at least last time I checked. I should probably check today. On Charles Schwab. They're not like Robinhood, and they don't change too frequently, but they could. So, but yeah, that's the update on that. That's the update on this, that, and the other thing. All right, we got 500 people live on this Friday morning. Thank you all for being here. We covered YieldMax. We covered options. What else do we want to do? Do we want to just go to bed? You know, take off, go to bed? Man, that would be the dream. Let's see. Anyone playing defense today? The defense that I would play is buying SLTY. I haven't bought it yet. I don't know if anyone else did. 10 a.m. I was told. Powell is talking at 10 a.m. All right. So yeah, I mean, is there anything ever positive that comes out of his mouth? I'm not really, I don't know, man. Wow, you went overboard, Pirate. You bought a 1 share of SLTY. Take it easy there, man. Good Lord. Shay, I might just take a nap and try to sleep through the chaos. Hey, good for you, man. Wake up at lunch, eat some lunch. All right. What else we got? Any questions for options? Oh, if you're in the Wheel Warrior community, the membership, tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., we're doing our first live stream group community discussion. So I hope to see you all there. I'll post it as a post to the Wheel Warriors, and yeah, we'll have fun. I wasn't expecting too many members right off the bat, so since we did get them, that's why I scheduled something in advance. So if one of you can make it, then it's technically just going to be a one-on-one. But you know, if I think I have 5 of you now, if all 5 of you can make it, that'll be awesome. All right, let's see. Keyword sick day. No, I can't. I have like 7 meetings today. Kind of want to cry deep down inside. Nikki don't like the $50 starting price. Yeah, I guess because I was looking at the nav at the website, it showed 20, but I think that's just a copy of an old. That's what they always do. So I should have known better than be fooled by the temporary $20 nav. Yeah, like corporate America. You don't want none of that corporate America stuff, man. It's not. I know you bust your ass, but meetings are just that, you know, just I'd rather fix a washer today, to be honest. You know. Good morning, Bueller. Bueller's day off, right? No, Rod, I'm going to give you guys the link. Well, right now I can use StreamYard, so I'm going to give you guys the StreamYard link, and you guys can join on here, and then we're going to go live together. Only the Wheel Warriors can see it, though, so keep that in mind. So you know. But yeah, we'll be talking. Everyone, if you want, you'll be talking, right? And I'm sure some people may not be ready to, but it is what it is. Whatever. We'll do whatever, man. Yeah, I know, retire abroad, but good for you, man. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. Yeah, I need to. You'll probably fire me after the first day, though. But at least maybe I can collect unemployment, right? No. If the rates increase, are we actually entertaining this thought? Like, do we really think that's going to happen? That's effed up. That would be effed up. I mean, the rates now, the mortgage rates are just insanity. Crazy. Rod, did you send me a friend request on your Discord? No, I did not, Nikki. Sorry. That was a spammer. Of course, again, mine is spelt retire on dividends. So just click on them, look at the username. They probably got an extra S or an extra R or an extra this or that. So yeah. Doesn't mean I don't want to be a friend. We could be friends, but that is not me. That's a spammer. So block, report, delete. There are several analysts who are talking about rate increases needed if, oh my God, these stupid analysts. Analyst, whatever. No rate increase, probably hint at a cut, but he won't do it. Too political. Yep, you're welcome. No, but I'm just trying to be positive here. I'm feeling like we're due for something, man. Are we really just gonna have another bloodbath on our hands? I mean, should I sell aggressive calls before, right? Maybe we should. I don't know. What do you guys think? We should make that the key word, maybe, right? Whatever he's gonna. Is that what is that? Why is he talking? Is it just about the rates, or is it about like everything? We'll remember that next week. I'm crafting my goodbye message since I hired almost all the people in the company. Wow. Just write peace out, and that's it. That'd be awesome. Retirement was going great till we got a puppy. Yeah, man, puppies are a lot. Well, I used to think they were a lot until I had a baby, but yeah, man. Yeah, you got my message on Discord? Yeah. I don't yeah. Yeah, Sawston. We changed it. We did a couple things on the Discord. We put it so you have to have a phone number linked to your Discord account. That's one way to hopefully get rid of a few spammers. And then we also change roles so that anyone's default role coming into this community or in general, they can only see one channel. One channel is visible to them, or two, I should say. But so if you want actual roles, an actual role to see the other channels, you have to pass the member verification. So good luck. Although if you're on there, we'll pass you. All right, we haven't seen the bloodbath yet. Yeah, it's like a mini bloodbath. It depends which one, which stock you're looking at, though. I'll get a group think going on your broadcast next Friday. You guys can help me with goodbye email. What's a group think? You're gonna go live? Gonna go live on YouTube Friday? You should, and then take opinions on it. Jobless and PPI claims. I feel like that's all the friggin' time. I'm just like, it's just like this is why I don't watch the news at all. I just don't care. I know I should, since I have a YouTube, but I just don't care. You know, it's just it is what it is. All right, what else we got? Well, we got like 10 minutes. If we wanted to, I can go another 10 minutes. Any Q&A. Bitcoin's freaking not moving. Nothing's moving, I guess, till 10 a.m. So is anyone trading options before 10 a.m.? Well, you could probably have AI type it, to be honest. I don't know if you have any AI software at your company, but I'm the same, Rod. No news except weather. Yeah, exactly. Follow the market, trade it both ways. I'll win money either direction. That's basically kind of how I did it. SoCal Steve has a video on which stock, whether these. Oh, wow, that's cool. I met him in NYC. He's a good dude. I didn't get to talk to him much. I didn't get to talk to many people much, actually. ICOI. What? Rodell, give me work. I don't even know what the hell that is. Is that? I don't know. I mean, what fund is this? 4940. If we're back home again. All right. Post them. Post them. Post them in the Discord. You in the Discord? In the options trading channel? I don't think I've seen you in there. Oh, we got a question. Question alert. I'm still trying to understand NAV decline. Price of coin recently doubled. How they mess up CONY went from $3 dividends to pennies. What happens to that point and how to avoid that in PLTY? Well, again, I don't know what term you're looking at or what period you're looking at, but remember, CONY pays distributions. Like, again, we dropped yesterday's. Coin dropped yesterday too. Coin went down 1.37. So CONY went down that and then some, right? Because they paid a distribution. So that comes out of the fund. So of course it's going to drop. So obviously, when you compare the two, just make sure you're looking at total return. And maybe it'll make a little more sense. Diggy Girl. I don't think I ever saw that name. Although I'm not as active as I should be in there. Yeah, exactly. You know, you can never please Mr. Rodell. Buttwise CONY, you calling them names? Freaking Bitwise. You want me to do another Bitwise fund? You should start a YouTube channel. All right. We will watch. You can do all the funds, every single fund you could do. Yeah, man, coin took a beating. Explained how round hill funds work. Well, that's pretty easy. 120% leverage. Done. How's that? Right? Here's a round hill fund. But again, this round hill fund does not have anything. I'll pull it up because I'm a nice guy, right? All right. What round hill fund? I assume one of the weekly suckers, maybe PLTW, right? Go to PLTW. And look, basically, it's 120% leverage of the underlying PLTR. All right. If you go to, where is it? If I download this, will it work? All right, so here's the holdings. All right, so here's what you see. This is PLTW. They have a swap agreement, which basically is another way to track the movement of the underlying. This is 100% of the fund. So obviously the idea is this one is a one-to-one movement. And then, of course, they own the underlying. Only 20% of the fund is that. So there's your 120% leverage. So if Palantir goes up $10 today, or not 10 bucks, I'm sorry, 10% today, this fund ideally would go up 12%, right? If Palantir goes down 10%, this fund will go down 12%. So again, the idea is it's going to move 1.2x whatever Palantir does. Whatever the underlying under that fund does, that's what it'll do. And then what it does, it pays a weekly distribution. Is that based on how much it went up or not? That I don't know. I don't cover it to that detail, but I'm sure. Actually, I think ETF Inspector now covers these, so you can probably check him out for that. But what's their distribution rate? I don't know. Is it on here? 62%. Yeah, so it looks like they're paying around the IV of the underlying. I don't know if that, has rhyme or reason. But let's check. Let's see if their distributions have been consistent. All right. So they started 70. What is it? Does it go down? Oh, it goes down more. Holy crap. This fund's been out this long. All right. Let me just look at the last like 5. 52. Okay. Yeah. They're scattered all over the damn place. So yeah, it's probably based on how they perform. So yeah, not consistent income, but looks like pretty good income. And PLTW, since Palantir has been doing well, I'm sure PLTW has been doing well. So, but if a fund that, if one of their funds invests in an underlying that sucks, then your fund is going to suck. So yeah, hopefully that helped. What is a good mix for ULTY, SLTY? No idea. What do you mean, for your overall portfolio? Or do you mean just between the two? I definitely go more on the ULTY side. You said 60-40. I'm thinking like 80-20. Oh, Shay just said that. I have to retire first, maybe next year. No, that'd be awesome. We can have a dual rod show. People be sick of the rod. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Brother says 90-10. Retire abroad. I sent a friend request. Question. Will you be covering the new title bit bond product? You never know. You never know. Maybe if I get up at 2 a.m. one day and I'm like, oh, let's just do something this. Shout out ETF Inspector. Oh, yeah. It was cool to see you in his chat last night. I'm not going to say I'm always in his chat. I do, when I see it, I do join his chats, his premieres. He is killing it on YouTube. He has 4,000 subscribers already. I don't think you guys understand like how insane that is. And he just launched. But you know why? You know why? Because he's consistent. And he does good coverage. And he's a good dude. So, of course, all that helps too. All right, let's see. Vanguard will not. Yeah. A lot of these brokerages suck. Merrill Edge won't let me buy my kids certain funds like Bitcoin related. I'm like, and I bitched about that last time. I need to do a movement there. Yeah, dual rod show. It's gonna be fun. $27. It's $24.99. Did you get taxed on that? What the hell? But I really hope that's not why you signed up. But that is funny. Good to, yeah, man. He got his first paycheck, which is pretty much around what I got. So he's on his way, man. But he got there. He got monetized in a few months. It took me 5 years to get monetized. So I did a lot of free videos before. If I figure out a niche, I'm coming to play in the YouTube pool. Go for it. Do it. What's your passion, Danny? Is that how you say it? Danny? It's a girl. You said you're a girl. So how do you say Danielle? What's your passion? Fees. Go figure, man. I need some of those fees, All right. We are about an hour in. But we're trying to figure out Danny's YouTube channel first, and then we'll call it a day. Yeah, that didn't help. I see how it's spelled. Denny. Hey, Denny. 2 rods, 1 oh, Jesus. Are we going to go there? Oh, man. Yeah, what's your passion? Investing, cooking, sleeping, running, lifting, pooping. Could be anything, right? The sky's the limit. There's a YouTube channel for everything. But yeah, short for Daniel. All right, no, start it today. I'll share it, and we'll get that. We'll get you 1,000 subscribers. Deal? Done. All right. Anyway, I think we're gonna end it there. Coffee, pooping. Yeah, I can make a channel on pooping, right? I'm a professional in that space. LA could do like a coffee channel. Who is my dream interview? It's a good question. I don't really have one, to be honest, because I honestly, I'd rather talk to you guys than like anyone well known. I don't know. I don't feel the same about like celebrities or whatever people. I don't really, doesn't matter to me at this point, right? Whoever wants to talk to me, that's my dream interview, right? Because I don't want to be begging, oh, you want to come on my channel? No. Or if they ignore me, all right, screw you. Or if they don't, they answer and they can't do it, fine. I don't care. I don't care. So the answer is whoever wants to be on the damn channel. Sorry, and I know that's not a real answer, but I want to talk to people who want to talk to me and who are actually exciting to talk to. I don't really understand what these videos are trying to achieve. We are trying to achieve nothing. It's a video about nothing, just like Seinfeld, right? All right, what do we got here? All right, I think we're going to end it. Yes, real world stories. That's why you're going to be on one day. Retire abroad. When you're post-retired, we'll get you booked up there if you're ready. Paul, yeah, you can't entertain everyone, LA. They get cranky, But yeah, I guess let's call it a day. As always, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, and this video is for fun and entertainment. So hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you're entertained. If not, come back tomorrow, and yeah, we'll be entertaining. I totally enjoy watching nothing whatsoever. All right. Yeah, this is again, this is a YouTube channel about nothing, and we talk about nothing. So hopefully that's right up your alley. Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow again, and we'll talk about more nothing. And then on top of that, nothing. So if you enjoy nothing, please hit the like button. If you have any questions about nothing, leave that down in the comments below. Okay, now it's the keyword. So keyword time. If you made it this far in the video and you want to prove it, you got to say the keyword. All right, what's the keyword? The keyword, oh, that's a good one, nothing. But I want to make you guys think a little. What's Powell going to talk about when he says rates? Is he going to say hike? Is he going to say cut? Or is he going to say nothing? All right. So those are the 3 options: hike, cut, or nothing. Hike, cut, or nothing. Hike, cut, or nothing. All right. That's all I got. Again, he's speaking at 10 a.m. Have fun watching it. I'm not going to watch it. Don't really care. My portfolio will tell me what he said, and then we'll take it from there. So thank you all for watching. I know we went a little long. We did a bunch of yip yapping, but we'll talk tomorrow. Saturday video, of course, even busier. And then, of course, if you're in the Wheel Warriors, I'll talk to you again after that at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Link to be provided. All right, I'm out of here. Have a great day, everyone. Peace.